Okay, so here's another 3 a.m. story for you. I am a nocturnal creature, stuck in a day job. So during the week, I try to behave, get to bed early, get up early as possible. I'm still a nocturnal guy. But anyway, so I try to do that during the week. So on the weekends, because I don't work on the weekends mostly, on the weekends, I like to stay up all night and just sleep a few hours and then stay up again. So I typically get about, 6 to 8 hours of sleep from Friday until Monday night. And my whole gig is I love staying up all night doing my thing, loud music, whatever I want to do, cooking, whatever. So last night, and I typically cook supper, I feed myself, 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. That's normal. So last night, about 3 in the morning, 3:30, something like that, I decided, okay, I'm going to have BLT for dinner. So, or supper. Or maybe breakfast, whatever you fucking call it. But anyway, so I come down here and, I whip up a really nice sourdough bread, thick tomato, the whole thing. I cook up a really nice BLT. And it's awesome. Enjoy it. And so I go to bed as usual, in fact, last night I think I went to bed a little early. I was like around 5 o'clock. I usually go to bed on the weekends. I can only get away with this on the weekends, but I usually go to bed right about the time I see the sun peak. And I'll sleep till like 10, So anyway, so I come down here and I cook that. Here's the thing about my crib here. This place, it's a small 2-story barn it's on the farm, my boss's farm, my buddy. It's on his farm, and they converted it into a sign shop for years and years and years. They come in here, grab the barn, built a barn, converted it to a sign shop. They had a sign shop for years. Then they moved the sign shop to a bigger barn, a bigger place, and then they come in here and then remodeled the place into like a residential space. I love it. I love it. It's small. It's basically like a really small studio apartment with another really small studio apartment on top of it. This is the kitchen and the living room, the whole space here. And then upstairs, the whole thing is bedroom. So upstairs is my bedroom and office space. And by office space, I'm talking about the place where I get trapped doing fucking paperwork for hours. So anyway, so I come down here and cook this. Here's one of the anomalies about this place. When they built it, certain concessions had to be made, to practicality. The biggest one is, this is my kitchen. And it's very small, but it's very practical. It works. I can make this work. But here's the deal. Again, because of practicality, they couldn't put an exhaust fan in over the oven space. It just couldn't be done. So therefore, you have to be kind of careful about, what you cook in here. Like fried fish doesn't work really well in this place because you can't get rid of the smell for a while. It takes a while for it to dissipate. So I cooked this BLT this morning. Again, we won't dice that, but I cooked this thing and I go to bed. So I wake up about 10 o'clock this morning and I come downstairs. The bathroom and shower are all downstairs around the corner here. And I come down here and the room smells like bacon. It still smells like bacon. I don't know about you, but if your mouth doesn't water at the smell of bacon, then you're some kind of monster. You're not right. So and when I come down here this morning, the thought just hit me. It was like, why aren't there colognes that smell like bacon? I mean, there should be colognes, right? I mean, it's a universally loved odor, right? So I don't get it. I mean, Giorgio Armani and Calvin Klein, get on your R&D departments. They're sleeping on the job. Let's make this happen. I remember a story, and this has been a while back, but I remember the story just jumped out at me. Was uh what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow, from Friends. I never watched the show, but you couldn't be around during that time and not know the show. Everybody knows that show. So she's got her own merch line, right? And one of the things she does is scented candles. And one of her candles, no shit, at least I read this at several different places, but one of her candles is called Smells Like My Vagina, right? So it can be done. And maybe there are bacon, scented candles out there. I just don't know about them. But when I saw that, the whole thing hit me as I'm walking through my kitchen this morning. I'm like, well, like, I don't know Gwyneth Paltrow. I've never met her. Seems like a lovely woman, and I'm sure her candle smells delightful. Sadly, I don't know that by experience, but I'm sure it's great. But there's no fucking way it can smell better than bacon. There's just no way. So, like, we need to get on top of this. Like, there's a whole lot of things that I can cook in here that stink up the house and all that, but bacon just ain't one of them. Come on, folks, let's get on top of this.